aggressive, run the team, run the offense, make sure everyone in the right spots, and just keep doing the things I'm really good at defensively.
You had a little bit of a slow start. What is it? Is this an opportunity that can kind of get you going?
Oh, probably for sure. I mean, I think that once the third game of the season, I'm not really worried about it. We got so many games over time. I know eventually I'm gonna find my rhythm and find my time, so I'm not really worried about it.
You started 19 games as a rookie, I think, and his 9 last year. Does that kind of help to be able to fall back on that experience?
Oh, for sure. I mean, just being in a position to be that point guard in the team when De'Aaron's out. Trying to fill in the position. You can't really fill in De'Aaron and Fox's shoes, but you can try to help your team out in different ways. I think so.
Davion, is it helpful to get your first start like this when you might have to fill in for a few games against an opponent you kind of know pretty well?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Is it beneficial to go up against an opponent that you kind of have some familiarity with when you're going to step in for a few games like this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just because I feel like we played close so many times, like 4 times already, I feel like. But I mean, just playing against them, we kind of know what they're running, kind of know what they want to get into, and just to be an opportunity to start would be good for us.
Do you have to do anything different on your end?
I'll just be more aggressive. Just being more aggressive to know that De'Aaron Fox averages 28 points and try to take some of the open shots, make those shots, and get my teammates involved.
I know this offseason you worked a lot on your shot, your game, and everything. Is this a chance to validate the work that you did this summer?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I think every game is a chance to show what the work I put in, not just this game that I'm starting in, but over time, eventually it'll pay off, and I'm not really worried about it.
You have such a familiarity, obviously, with you and Domas always have a nice 2-man game. How much have you seen that grow over the past year or two?
I mean, just over time, I think it could be a lot better. Just kind of know the feel where he wants the ball. I don't know, sometimes he bounce passes, sometimes he hand off. A little bit different every single time, but I just got to be ready for it, just be ready to shoot.
Davion, obviously you're called on to do so much defensively with this squad. How do you feel offensively you'll be equally as responsible stepping in now in this role?
I mean, honestly, just doing my job. Making open shots, knowing that they might go under screens, knocking those shots down, make sure they respect me. Also after that, just put my team in a position to score. Easy points, especially for Domas to get in his spots. Kevin, what spots he wants to Keegan, those types of guys.
Do you feel like you have an idea of what rotationally things will look like beyond you guys with De'Aaron's absence?
Oh, no. I try not to think about it. Just try to go out there and play. I don't really know.
What was the mood in the room today without Fox here and knowing they might not have him for a few days at least?
I mean, I think that, we seen it before, even last year. When he had his kid, we knew we weren't going to be without him a couple games. So people are kind of not used to it, but like we've been in this position before.
Who stepped up in this place, though? Like, he's a big speaker in practice and everything like that. Has anybody else stepped up in that spot?
I mean, I think all the guys. I think as when he goes out, everyone knows that that's a big piece going out. So everyone starts talking more. Everyone starts doing little things more because we're gonna need that on the court.
It's unfortunate, but it also it means opportunity for guys, including yourself. How much do you embrace that challenge of being able to step up?
I mean, you just got to go out there and do your job. I mean, just the little things you got to do. Just be a little bit extra aggressive, especially scoring the ball, and just keep doing your job, honestly.
Davion, when it's a 30-point score you got, how do you get everybody involved? How do you distribute the weight of that 30 points per game that you guys are using?
I think that just getting more shots for Keegan, giving more shots to Kevin, also for myself. Just little things like that, getting more catch and shoots, move the ball a little bit more. Just because he's a really good ISO scorer too. Knowing that no one has the abilities, well, a couple people do, but a lot of people in this world don't have the ability that De'Aaron Fox do. He can get a shot anytime he wants, but just moving the ball more and getting easier shots.
How good do you guys feel about your depth and your ability to kind of ride this out?
Oh, real good. I think that's the strength for our team. We got a lot of people that can play on both sides of the ball, who can step in positions like this when people go out. So we'll be ready to play.
Thank you, Davion.
I'm really open.
Okay. Thanks. Sorry about that.
First question, who are you talking to?
I'm gonna tell you, my grandson's mother.
Okay. Bless your heart.
Sorry.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
How do you feel your team is being able to take this challenge of kind of replacing your all-star for at least the foreseeable future?
The first thing is, when you're talking about all-stars with Fox and Domas, you don't replace them. It's the next man up, and you just become even more connected to go out there and find a way to get it done. Those guys obviously mean a lot to our team and our franchise, our city, but at the end of the day, that's why we have, now it's 18, well, we only have 17 guys on our team, because it has to be the next man up, and we have to do it collectively. And I think our guys are, like, if anybody was out, are willing and understand that they need to step up together to try to take on this challenge.
Does this give you a chance to utilize Kobe Jones a little bit more, or just Davion and Malik will be handling mostly the ball duties, point guard duties?
No, we're going to try to give Kobe an opportunity too. Obviously, we'll start Davion, but we'll try to get Kobe out on the floor too at some point.
How vital is Malik's playmaking, especially with the air now?
It's big. I thought was this 2 nights ago. Down the stretch, we played him at the point, and I thought he did a fantastic job of getting off the ball. And it's tricky playing that point guard spot, especially when you're as talented as a playmaker as Malik, because you got the ball in your hands right away and you want to go make a play. And sometimes you feel like you can make a play and it may not be there, and especially if you do that possession after possession after possession, now nobody else really touches it. And that can be deflating. We're a team that moves that ball around, moves bodies around, and it helps everybody stay engaged and be connected. And so I thought he did a nice job of mixing in when to go make that play and when to get off it. So if he's at that point guard position at any time, he's got to keep trying to figure that out.
I know you really like what Malik, kind of how he runs that second unit.
Yeah.
Is there any thought to, maybe making him the starter with Fox out, or do you just like what he does with the second group so much?
Yeah, Malik, he's got a, and at the end of the day, he may not want to hear this, because everybody wants to start, play as much as they can, and shoot as much as they can. And not that Malik's a selfish player, he's human like everybody else. But I tell you what, he's such a unique player, in my opinion, that it's hard to replace him coming off the bench, because you're not going to necessarily win or lose a game at the start of the game. And when you have a guy like that come off the bench, it gives you so much versatility, offensively especially. And then also it gives you an opportunity to bring him off for a long stretch, sit him for a couple of minutes, and then play him at the end if you need to, as opposed to starting him. And now maybe, okay, you got your second unit, and then you go back to him at the, it's just too predictable, and we don't necessarily need him with that starting group. So the versatility and the punch that he gives us off that bench is something that right now it's hard for us to try to figure out how to replace that, more so than trying to replace somebody else in the starting lineup.
Mike, you guys have played the Warriors so many times early during the end of last season. Just what is there that you can throw at them that's different, that maybe you can mix things up a little bit and try to slow Steph down?
You taking his spot now? I'm sorry. You taking his spot now? You trying to get all the secrets out?
Get all the secrets.
Get all the secrets.
You gotta have some.
Yeah. But Steph's a phenomenal player, obviously, as we all know. But we have to. No secret, we did it in the last game, in the third, and most of the fourth. We blitzed them and all that other stuff. So we're gonna have to try to mix up some coverages, try to mix up some different defenders on him, to give him different looks, because when you have great players like that, they can't see the same thing over and over again. And ironic part about it is he got us for 40, but they created their lead with him on the bench. Their separation happened when he was on the bench. And I just want to make sure that our focus isn't just on quote unquote Steph, because just like in that 7-game series, especially in Game 7 during the playoffs, I mean he had 50 or whatever, but Kamala crushed us on the offensive glass. And so, not just that game, but throughout the series. And he won a couple of games on offensive glass, which doesn't get talked about at all, really. And so we've got to be careful not putting all of our focus onto on the Steph. We have to make sure we try to do what we can to make them work, because you're not stopping a player that talented. You just try to make them work, but don't lose sight of what else you have to do to try to get a win.
Is there anything in Davion's game where you need to see when he plays a bigger role a little more of than maybe you would see normally?
When we're on offense, or we're on offense and he's playing pick and roll?
Just in general, I guess. I was just curious what you were hoping to see more of him with a more increased role.
So not in the pick and roll, or just
in general?
He doesn't need to go out there and do anything special. He's got to utilize his superpower. His superpower is, especially on the ball defensively, he's getting better off the ball, but he's got to keep letting it go when he's in that position, and then control the team, push the pace. We don't want to lose our identity. Push the pace. He's done a good job all year of trying to get to the paint and spraying the ball. So I'm not looking for Davion to do anything extraordinary. I'm looking for him to come in and be who he is.
Like a late night trade last night with Harden going to the Clippers. Just any thoughts on that trade and how much more difficult the Pacific gets for you guys?
I mean, obviously they're a talented team already, and you add another talent like Harden, and it just makes them that much better. But at the end of the day, I like where we are as a team. I think we have a lot of room to grow as a team, and I'm looking forward to all the different challenges that we're going to face in the West, because there's a lot of different looks that we're going to get facing these teams in the West night in and night out. It should be a lot of fun. And if we expect to be where we want to be at the end of the year, it don't matter who gets traded.
Mike, how unfortunate is it to see De'Aaron have a setback given the way he started, but also how big a sigh of relief was it to learn that he had avoided a more serious injury?
Yeah, I mean, shoot. First of all, any of our players, from Trey to Foxy to whoever it is, you don't ever want to see anybody hurt. Knock on wood. And so that's tough. But obviously, you guys were starting to see a little bit of what he's been working on. Because we all knew he was the fastest thing in the game of basketball. We all know that he can score in the paint with the best of them. He's got a nice little midi, nice little floater. But his three-point shot, he was taking the right ones, and it was really effortless. I don't think he shot it well in the first game, but the last two games, and I don't even know what his percentage is. I just know it seemed like he was going in more than he was missing. But it's an effortless shot. He's shooting at the right time and the right way, and if he keeps hitting those at the right time, teams are going to have to go over his screens instead of under his screens, which is going to even open up the game that much more for him. But what I also like is his defense on the ball and off the ball. He's getting better because he's more engaged, and he's starting to show his strength, athleticism, quickness, and intelligence on that end of the floor, especially when it comes to guarding pick and roll.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Coach. See you tomorrow.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I think he's at 38.
38%, even with the first, even with the first game.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think it might have been. I think it might have been. I think it might have been.
I don't
That's what he said. That's probably, if I had to bet, that's
Or freak you.
yeah.
You might.
Well, I know he turned and looked at me and he was like, oh, that's hilarious. I was just like, yes, Keith, yes. Thank you, guys.
That was funny. Thanks, guys. See ya.
we see you out here working, just how close are you to being back in regular season form and playing?
This was kind of my first workout this week, but heading in the right direction. I don't want to give it a timetable on it, but just whenever I feel ready, I think I'm close to there. So looking forward to getting back out there with the guys.
What do you need to feel ready?
I think more sure of it, confident in it. I feel all right right now, but I think there's just like another percentage or another level I could get to of comfortability, and I'll be out there.
It's not a pain management?
No, not at all. So.
What exactly happened? It was the preseason Golden State game in San Francisco, and you was scratched right before tip-off. What exactly happened?
Oh, I went out there to warm up, did my regular warm-up routine, and just didn't feel right, and come to find out, strained my calf during the warm-up. So that's what happened.
Did you go through practice today?
No, not today. I was still on the sideline watching. Hopefully, next practice day I'll be out there.
How scary is the calf muscle injury, knowing that it's what protects the Achilles, and like one bad step, or if you push too hard, you can have a major shutdown?
It's very scary when you think of it in that way. I've never had a calf injury before, so I was kind of precautious with it. But the training staff here is amazing, and they're bringing me along at the right pace, and I feel confident in the rehab that they're having me doing, and I feel like once I'm back out there, I'll be fine. Won't have any worries on it.
How tough has it been for you to stay patient during this time? Because I know you want to be out there.
It's very tough as a competitor, as someone that enjoys being with the team, enjoys playing with the team, and want to be out there and feel like I can help in different ways. So it's tough for me just to sit back and watch, but I'm just trying to be a good teammate in practice and of course in the games, and build guys up, and hopefully once I'm back they'll be doing the same.
This workout that you just went through, have you had a few of these like this already?
Just a couple. This was, I want to say, my second or third. But yeah, I'm feeling all right and slowly progressing every day.
How do you look at just this team being able to withstand the absence of Fox here for at least the foreseeable future?
We're a deep team, so I think guys like Colby and Davion will step up, and the bench needs to step up as it's been doing, and I think we'll be all right until he gets back.
You are a team guy, so how much fun have you had seeing Sasha kind of grow while he's getting this opportunity with you out, adjusting to the NBA game?
It's great. He's a smart player. He's played the game for a long time, especially at the professional level, and just I think it translates, what he's doing here, cutting, making open shots, playing good defense, being in the passing lane, stuff like that. It's translating, and he's doing well, and I think everybody from 1 to 15, 16, however many are on the bench are happy to see him doing well.
Is Killers of the Flower Moon on your book list?
It's on my movie list.
It's on your movie list.
So I got to go see it, and then maybe I'll grab the book afterwards. Yeah.
How surprising was it to learn that the James Harden deal went through last night?
Not very surprising. I think kind of forced his way out, but good for him getting what he wanted. So just another team that we have to step up and be ready for with him, with the addition of him.
What do you think that does for a team like that in the division?
Just builds up the hype for it. He's a fantastic player. I think everybody knows that. And when he's healthy, when he's out there playing, he's able to impact the game. So it's just going to be another team that everybody has to look forward to on the schedule.
From your viewpoint, that I watched this team play to start the season, what's kind of jumped out to you guys about what they've been able to do?
When we play together, when we play as a unit, I think it's tough for teams to compete with us. And then when we're lackadaisical on defense, it shows. It shows defensively and offensively. And coach presses on that. And I think when we lock in, when guys lock in on both ends of the court, especially defensively, we're able to play with anybody and make great games for ourselves.
Are you kind of excited to not play the Warriors for a little stretch?
Nah, yeah, I think everybody is. I think we're our 12th time in a short period of time, so that's a lot. It's a lot of times to see the same team, so I think we're kind of looking forward to it, but we got to go in there tomorrow and take care of business.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, sir.
All right, guys.